So far we've looked at logging on to Office 365 and we've looked at the tools that are available on Office Outlook, which is the email client as it's called for Microsoft Office. What I want to look at now is, or what I want to have a go at, is actually sending an email, and we're going to make it just a bit more complicated by adding an attachment to the email and by adding a link within the email to a video. And we're going to do the email about making a Hungarian goulash. Okay, so we need a picture of a Hungarian goulash and we need a video on how to make goulash. So if we do this in steps, first of all I'm going to find a picture. We're going to go through some steps that we've used in the past few weeks. I'm going to first of all get a new tab by clicking on the plus at the top, and that will take me to a Google page. Might not do at your house if you're working from home, but it will do certainly on mine, and it'll do that on the computers in the classrooms. Next, because I want a picture, I'll go to Google Images by clicking on Images up here, and the image I want to look for, could just look for goulash, but let's try and see what comes up with Hungarian. Hungarian goulash, look, it's guessing what I want. Ooh, shall we have it with dumplings? No, we'll just have ordinary Hungarian goulash. And we get a range of pictures. This looks nice. Click on that. Yes, nice clear picture. We'll have that one. So to get the picture, remember we right click on the picture. You click your right button on your mouse, which is usually called a menu button. So that's what we get. We get a menu, and on the menu down here we've got Save Image As. So I click on that with my normal left button, which is called the Select button. And because we've said we want to save the image, the computer is now saying with this dialog box, where do you want to save this image? Okay, well it makes sense that we're already in pictures, so we'll save it into there. We've got a title which the computer has supplied us with, excuse me, but I don't want all that title. I'm just going to click here twice and I'm going to rub out everything except beef goulash and click on Save. So that picture has now been saved onto my computer into the pictures folder, and you can see that here. We've got this little icon to tell us that it's been saved. Okay, so picture saved. Next thing, I want to find a video on how to make Hungarian goulash. So because we're on Google already, we're on Google Images, I'm just going to go across here to the waffle icon that we mentioned before. Click on that waffle and go to YouTube. Okay, so that takes us straight into YouTube, and I've got to search now for a video on Hungarian goulash. So I'll click here, type what we're looking for. Again, it guesses what I want. So Hungarian goulash recipes, let's try that. What often happens is YouTube is that you'll get a lot of ads first of all at the top, and if I scroll down a bit, here we start getting the actual recipes. Get one that looks a bit like the one that we got a picture of, and that's this one, I think. Okay, so I'm going to click on that.
This slow-cooked beef goulash is hearty, warming.
That starts the video off, but we don't actually have to play the video. That's why I've paused it. What we want is this. We want the web address which would take you to the video. So I'm going to copy that web address. And all we do is click on the web address as if we were going to change it, which highlights it. And while it's highlighted, hold down the Control key on your keyboard and press the letter C once, which stands for copy. Control C, remember, is copy. So I've copied that web address which if we click on that link will take us to this video. So we've got everything now. I'm going to go back to my email here. We've got everything that will allow us to send an email with attachment of a picture and a link to a video. So we're going to send a message. So we want to create a new message. Now remember what I said before, if you're not on Outlook, if you're on Gmail or some other email system, you might have a different way of getting a new message starting, but there will be a button similar to this. Click on that for a new message, and eventually you will get a box like this. Okay, so it automatically goes to the to box. In other words, who are you sending this email to? Well, I'm going to send it to myself, just as an example. So tmeller at, and it guesses what I want. Look here. Won't always do that with yours, but because I've used this before, it's brought up my email address, and I can just click there, and that puts it in. If I point at it, no, sometimes it shows you the email address. Okay, so I've got the email address. Always add a subject. That's so that the person getting the email will be able to see what the email is about. So I'm going to type Hungarian goulash and a recipe. So that's my title, the subject if you like, and then underneath the subject, if I click down here, this is the actual body of the email. So here I'm going to put, here's a link to a recipe for Hungarian goulash. Press enter, and remember we copied the link from that video by doing Control-C on the web address. Now I want to paste the link into the email here. So instead of Control-C, I now hold down Control and I press the letter V once, and that pastes the link in. Press enter just to make sure it's in properly. So we've got who we're sending it to, a title or a subject. I've pasted in the link to the video. The last thing I want to do is attach a picture that I want to send as well, and we do an attachment by using the paperclip symbol. So down here, look, where's it gone? There it is, paperclip, and when I point at it, it says attach on the tooltip. So click on that on the paperclip, and it says, right, here are some suggested attachments, but I don't want those. I want to get it from my computer. So click on browse this computer. And remember that we put the picture into the pictures folder, and here it is. Look, it's automatically gone to it. So I'm in the pictures folder. Click on the picture that I want. Click on open. And that inserts that picture into my email. Okay, so now we've got the person we're sending it to, the subject, the link to the video, and the picture as well, which if they wanted to, the person who's getting the email could download to their computer. That's that symbol, download. Okay, so I'll send that. Click on the send button to send it, and in a moment, there it is, look. The email has come through and I have received that email. Have a go at that yourself. Try setting up an email and sending it. Send it to me. Send me an email for a recipe, including a picture and a link to that recipe.